All right, one of the things that you're going to notice with a lot of my recipes, and anybody else's for that matter, if you want flavor, you're going to have to go with the onion. Onions are fantastic and give you tons and tons of flavor. But one of the things that really stumbles a lot of people is how to really cut one without spending 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes or longer on it. And I'll give you a hint. It's not peeling it laboriously. It's not making a slice and then chopping it up with a tiny paring knife. We need to pull out the big guns, okay? We're talking nuclear weapon sized knives. And these things, believe it or not, are easier and safer to use than using those little tiny paring knives. Paring knives are for paring. When we're gonna chop, we need a Santoku or a French knife, and this is a little Santoku knife. And I love this, and if you'll notice, on the bottom of the blade right there, there's just a slight angle to it, so it rocks really nice. And I'm going to show you how to do that without, making it too difficult. So let's look at the onion. First of all, you've got your onion. I always wash my onions beforehand. I wash any raw produce. You don't know where it's been. So let's wash your produce. This is the top of the onion. This is the root end of the onion. So this little top here is the place that we're going to cut. And we'll make one little cut and take it off, okay? So now we've got this off and we're just throwing it in our little bowl. And now we're going to cut it lengthwise, keeping the root attached on one end. And I'm going to show you how to use the famous claw too, so that you're not going to lose any fingers in the process. And sometimes this happens, you get a little bit of a root thing in the middle of it. Just pull that out and set it aside. So let's start with one side. Okay, so we have to peel it. Now that we have it cut, it's real easy to peel, and for the most part, now of course it's not doing it. Sometimes it'll come off in one great big piece, but today it's not. Okay, so now we have this all cut and the root is still attached. There's two reasons for this. One is, if you see, it's holding the onion all together, so it makes it easier to cut. The second reason is this is where the tear factor is. So you cut this thing off and all the aroma comes up, because right now it's not bothering me, but if I took that root end off, I'd be bawling like a baby. So let's keep the root end on. Now I'm going to make cuts that radiate through the onion I'd say every 1/4 of an inch. Now what I did was, if you can see that, I've radiated it along the whole half diameter, I guess, of the onion so that it's all cut like this. Now I'm ready to chop. And all I do is do this. And my blade is going up, coming down, and then I bring it up and over and down and up and over and down. And this is just taking me no time. Do you see that? Now, this is all that's left, and at the end, what I have is a big piece. So I just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, chop it. Now I want to explain something that I think is really important. You'll see a lot of times, and I've seen this myself, and especially in professional kitchens, what they'll do with their onions is they will do those same radial cuts that I made, but then they'll take their knife and they will take the blade and they'll go this way and slice up it. I think it's unnecessary because Mother Nature provides the little slices. If you see 1 layer, 2 layer, 3 layer, they all fall apart. Right now they're sticking together, but look, they all just come apart. And when you're cooking in the pan, they all fall apart for you naturally. So why do you have to do that extra cut? Besides, that's the one that gets right next to an artery. And I don't know about you, but I just don't want to bleed all over Kingdom Come. I just want to get my onions chopped, for heaven's sakes, and get on with the recipe. And so if you do this, you keep your root end together, you take the little papery, fine, swirly top off, keep the root end together, make your radial cuts. Let's do it again, quick review. We're going to make our radial cuts. And you watch my hands. You see my left hand, this is my holding hand. You see the claw? If I get too close, I'll shave a little bit off my knuckle or my fingernails, but I won't lose a digit. Very important. So there you go, look. See that? And then right there, and it's just important that you hold on for dear life. And once again, we've got all those radial cuts So it's real easy. Now watch how quickly I'll do this. There you go. Done. It's that simple. Do you like that? You better like that. I like that. All right, there you go. Chopped onion. Now, what's the difference between chopped onion and diced onion? Really, it's just a matter of terminology, and I will tell you, in kitchen terms, there's fine chopping or fine diced, and there's chopped, and there's roughly chopped. And in this economy and in how cookbooks and how cooking is done these days, everybody just says chopped. Because you know what? If you want it chopped fine, if you want it in a small dice, you just chop it a little bit longer and you can get it nice and fine the way you want it. But for my purposes, a chopped onion like this is perfect for starting any recipe. Enjoy.